still here following the escape inmate cases. Keeping hydrated while waiting for Pascal's case to reappear on the court list. Nothing yet. So I have decided to look at previous escapes and see what happened. The papers are my main source of information. In New South Wales, there seems to be a couple of escapes every year. Names will be withheld, but I'll give the year and the location, and if you go on the intraweb, I'm sure you can figure out the cases. I'm making this in 2023, and there's actually two current cases. One, an escape from Cooma, who, from my research, is still on the run, and one from Long Bay, who was recaptured, and that is actually before the court still. I want to mention that some escape attempts actually end in the death of the inmate. For example, in New South Wales, there were two incidents, both from 2019. First, a 20-year-old in the Gosford area was getting medical treatment at hospital, allegedly tried to escape, fell about 10 metres and passed away. Second is a 43-year-old from the Lismore area, same thing, medical treatment, allegedly tried to escape and was fatally shot. That matter is actually still before the courts. Both were Indigenous inmates and both are considered a death in custody. So the other cases I've discovered involve recapture and a charge. Look, I don't think I've found all the cases. These are the ones that I found trawling through the papers. In New South Wales, it looks like generally the escapes come from the minimum security section of the jails. So just a refresher, it's section 310D of the Crimes Act, and we're in New South Wales, and it has a maximum sentence of 10 years imprisonment. So there's a case from 2022 where the headline reads, Wollongong local, name of inmate, 30, sentence for escaping Goulburn Correctional Centre. The paper describes that he made a spontaneous escape by making a run for it, climbing a fence, and was recaptured 200 metres away. The papers reported that he was sentenced to an additional 9 months imprisonment. There's another one from 2021. A few papers followed this one. The headlines read, New South Wales police arrest prisoner who escaped minimum security section of Goulburn Jail. The papers describe the inmate sensationally escaped by running off and jumping a fence. Actually, quite a bit happens after that, including some stolen car. But soon after, he was recaptured at the train station after asking about the train timetable. The papers report that he got an additional 12 months imprisonment. These aren't all about Goulburn Jail, by the way. It happens across a lot of New South Wales jails. Also, while these escapees are mostly male, there have been female escapees as well. But thanks to the papers anyways, because they're my only source of information. So still in 2021, the headline reads, the name of the inmate, 61, caught after allegedly escaping from Bathurst Jail wearing prison greens. The papers describe the inmate made a brazen method of escape by walking away while doing ground maintenance. The paper reported that he was recaptured hours later outside the jail gates. I did find a report actually that he got an additional 3 months. Still in 2021, the headline reads, full name of the inmate, facing deportation 30 years after escaping from New South Wales prison. He escaped Grafton Correctional Centre in the early 1990s. He handed himself in 2021, ended up having to complete the rest of his original sentence, which I think was maybe about a year and a half he had left, plus he got an additional 2 months for escaping. There's one from Cessnock from 2018. The headline reads, Cessnock jail escapee, full name of the inmate, believed headed for the Central Coast. He was on the run for about 2 weeks, but ended up being found in a closet in a house in Cessnock. There were no details of what happened next. I couldn't find anything. So also in 2018, the headline reads, on the run, inmate escapes from Muswellbrook facility. They name the inmate, his age is 41. The reports describe the inmate busted out, but they don't say how. Maybe running was involved, don't know. Anyways, papers report he was recaptured the next day in Orange without incident. He made it all the way to Orange. I haven't been able to find any reports that say if he was charged or sentenced. I did find out from the papers, that's my source, that it seems to be common practice once recaptured, the inmate can't be classified as a minimum security inmate anymore. Therefore, they go into the maximum security part of the jail. I didn't find any recent escapes that involved digging tunnels, helicopters, or using disguises. Anyways, I'll keep watching the court lists.